Top 10 conspiracy theories that turned out to be true. There's no doubt that we all have secrets. From the least of us to the greatest of us, and even down to our celebrities, multi-billionaire companies, and governments, there's always more than meets the eye. When dirty little secrets of huge organizations or governments are leaked, they are often waved off as baseless conspiracy theories. But truthfully, as you will find out in this video, most conspiracy theories are true. From the US racist experimentation to the UFO conspiracies, here are the top 10 conspiracy theories that turned out to be true. Number 10. Secret Weather Control Program. I bet you've heard of the term rainmaker before. It refers to someone with a supernatural ability to control rain. Well, what if I told you that the US government had been a long-time rainmaker? After the Civil War, the US government actively began attempting to manipulate the weather. They wanted to see if they could carry out a weather war, inciting the forces of nature to take out their opponents. The process involved setting off explosives worth over $9,000. About a century later, it was discovered that the Pentagon utilized weather control in its Vietnam War operation. They tried to cause rain clouds over Vietnam. Weather warfare seemed fruitful at the time, but today, it's believed that most of the present frequent weather catastrophes that trouble America and other parts of the world are primarily due to the weather control program. And so, even though the program is banned worldwide, innocent lives still suffer today for it. Number 9. The mysterious Roswell cover-up. In the summer of 1947, an unidentified object crashed down to the Earth in Roswell, New Mexico. In no time, theories started popping up that the object was alien. But for some reason, details of the object were hidden from the public. The US military even claimed that the object was nothing but a weather balloon. But folks who had seen the UFO angrily disputed this claim. Clearly, there was a cover-up here, and the people were not willing to fall for cheap stories. After much persuasion, the military revealed the objects to be a high-altitude special balloon developed to detect sound waves from Soviet atomic bomb tests. But still, most people believe there's another part of the Roswell cover-up we don't know of. What if there really was an alien UFO? Number 8. The US government investigates UFOs. Expect you're hidden in some remote part of the world. I can guarantee you've heard about UFOs or even seen one yourself. Most people believe that aliens walk among us. They may be right. Some folks even go ahead to say that the government works with aliens. We can't prove this, but we know that the US government is actively involved in the investigation of UFOs, and they certainly know more than they're telling the public. In 2017, the US government admitted to having invested about $22 million in the investigation of UFOs from 2007 to 2012, though they never shared details of what they discovered. Furthermore, in 2017, several UFO sightings were leaked from the Navy's database. After much debate, the Pentagon confirmed that the videos were legit. Now, it's one thing to investigate aliens and extraterrestrials, but it's another thing to hide valuable info from the public. Could the US government hide intel on aliens from the rest of the world? Guess we'll have to watch and see. Number 7. The US government's racist experimentation. Gone are the days when humans were illegally confined, mutilated, or experimented on. A few years back, one of the most viral controversies was that the government, through its health service, was secretly experimenting on Black men. This conspiracy was later labeled the Tuskegee Study, where 600 impoverished Black men were recruited and promised free treatment. However, this was a lie. About 2/3 of the men had syphilis, and the clinic intended to study syphilis. And so, these men were given fake treatments while being examined. Over 100 men died of the disease. About 40 of their wives got infected, and about 19 children were born with syphilis. The study may have continued if not for a whistleblower who discovered this secret, but thankfully, it was shut down in 1972. US President Clinton came forward publicly expressing his apologies in 1997, but still, the event caused a lot of unrest in the African American community. Number 6. The government is spying on you. You've probably heard this conspiracy before, or even spread it yourself. Well, guess what? You're right. Take the United States, for example. The government has had a long history of mass surveillance. This is quite ironic, as the country is termed free. But the situation doesn't apply to America alone. All over the world, mass surveillance is a thing that goes on without the public even noticing. Several whistleblowers have revealed that nearly everything is rigged, from your phone to your laptop. Governments can tap into landlines, record phone conversations, use satellites to monitor folks, etc. The NSA, due instance, targets and records the communications of everyone, be it telephones, emails, text messages, and video chats. Ultimately, all this information helps fight and curtail crime, but you can genuinely admit it's a privacy infringement. Number 5. Alcohol poisoning. It's funny how the government won't stop at anything to get what they want. Another dirty secret leaked about the US government. When alcohol was prohibited in the US, folks still went out of their way to get a bottle. Alcohol was manufactured and smuggled in illegally. The alcohol business boomed significantly at that time, and so the government decided to try something radical, though horrible. They mandated industrial alcohol manufacturers to add more toxic chemicals like benzene, mercury, and methanol to their drinks. This, they believed, would make most addicts stay away from alcohol. However, that wasn't the case. The boozers kept boozing. So many died from the toxins while others ended up blind. You might want to read the ingredient label the next time you want to drink. Number 4. Mind control in the CIA. Another CIA conspiracy theory that turned out to be true is mind control. During the Cold War, the CIA funded a secret program to try and achieve mind control. It's unclear what the motivation behind this project was, but several institutions across US and Canada were funded and made to carry out experiments to achieve the goal. Worse still, the lab rats for the experiments were unsuspecting individuals who were experimented on against their will. Although not proven, it is believed that the entire purpose for this cruel experimentation was so the CIA could develop a mind control serum or interrogation and also control people in influential positions. This horrible program continued for a long until the Watergate scandal forced it to an end. Number 3. FBI spied on John Lennon. I'm sure you know of John Lennon. He was a trendy English singer, musician, peace activist, and co-leader of the famous music group, the Beatles. Rumors at the time were spreading, and John Lennon was complaining that he had been monitored by the FBI ever since he came to the US. John Lennon was always very outspoken about his political beliefs, some of which were controversial. The FBI didn't want to risk letting him roam free, as he could influence the political view of people. Number 2. Big tobacco conspiracies. Everyone knows smoking is bad for the health. It's boldly written on every pack you buy. But that wasn't the case a few decades ago. There was a time when the big brands in the cigarette industry never wanted their consumers to know they were dying slowly. For years, Big Tobacco fought the government and the general public opinion that cigarettes were harmful and caused cancer. They claimed to have run extensive tests on their products for years and that, so far, they found no correlation between nicotine and lung cancer. Studies highlighted that cigarettes contain harmful substances like cyanide, lead, and arsenic. But more than these, the isotope polonium in cigarettes was a major cause of alarm. Nevertheless, Big Tobacco didn't want to remove the deadly additive because it increased nicotine absorption and made their product more addictive. Removing it would mean fewer customers. Number 1. Female United States President. The United States has never officially elected a woman to the president's office. But there have been rumors or conspiracy theories that a woman has led the United States before. In 1919, President Woodrow Wilson's wife assumed presidential duties after her husband fell ill with a stroke that left him partially paralyzed with impaired judgment. Edith, Wilson's wife, said that he helped him govern the country for over a year. However, the degree of her involvement in presidential matters was kept a close secret, and everyone, including President Wilson, denied her involvement. However, whistleblowers have long revealed that this woman ruled America. If you have reached this far, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and press the notification bell so you may not miss any future updates. See you in another video. Until then, take care. Do tell us your views in the comment section.